Welcome to Observatory Park. Behind me you can see the Harbour Bridge, and I've just taken some really cool blue hour photos this morning. And also in this video we're going to Featherdale Wildlife Park, where we can get up close with kangaroos, koalas and plenty of other animals native to Australia. These 2001 photos were taken at Featherdale and I'm hoping to recreate them. We made it, that wasn't too bad. The walk was actually very easy. So this is Featherdale Wildlife Park. And we got kangaroo food as well. First koalas. This area is similar, but not exactly the same as the photo. This koala looks like he's having a really tough day. So I think this is the place that I was looking for. I took a photo here in 2001. This is the last time I was here with kangaroos, and it's a pretty cool photo. I'm just wondering whether I can take something similar again. Well, the answer is no, not here, because there's a fence. So actually the walkway is quite narrow, and I only see one kangaroo as well. Eastern grey kangaroos. A wombat over here. Unfortunately, I was unable to find this bench.
We don't want her to get into the habit of fighting, do we, Winnie? No, we don't.
This is the closest I could get to recreating this photo. I got really distracted by kangaroos, but hopefully some good footage there of them feeding from my hand. Now, I think this is a cassowary bird. I've seen those in the wild up in Cape Tribulation, which is far north Queensland. This is the Tasmanian devil. So in here is an estuarine crocodile. You might just be able to see it in the water there. So that was Featherdale Wildlife Park. That was really cool. Really good to see kangaroos and koalas again. That's the reason I wanted to come here, to get close to them. So it was quite cool. A couple of kangaroos were eaten from my hand. That was a good experience. So now I'm going to walk back to the train station. Since I know where it is, we'll walk all the way back and then train back into Central. Got off at Town Hall Station, going to go and find somewhere to eat, and it has just started to rain. Just as we arrived into Central, there was a huge thunder, and yeah, we knew the rain was coming and was in the forecast for today. And So now it's just starting to rain, not too heavy at the moment, but hopefully I can find somewhere to get something to eat and hide for an hour or two. Maybe the rain will pass, because today, unlike every other day, I didn't bring my jacket, my waterproof jacket with me. I don't know why I didn't bring it. I just decided that the weather was going to be fine today. Yeah, obviously I was wrong. Two options. I'm either going to go to Scary Canary, which is next door to the backpackers that I walked past the other day, or go back to Three Wise Monkeys, which is not far from here either. So I timed that just right. It's now raining really heavy outside, so yeah, it was the perfect timing to come in here. So this is the Scary Canary Bar, which is next to what was Wanderers on Kent Street and is now the Nomads Backpacker Hostel. The sign that said 477 Kent Street, Wanderers on Kent, isn't there anymore. I say what was, that's where I stayed in 2001 and a couple of times after that as well. I think this bar was always called the same though. So yeah, I'm going to have a chicken burger for a pint and take my time. So hopefully the rain does its thing and then stops as quick as it started. Fingers crossed. Scary Canary was good, food was really nice, and now it stopped raining, so let's walk back up to Circular Quay. So I've decided to take the ferry from Circular Quay over to Milsons Point, which is where the nearest ferry terminal for Luna Park. I'm going to get off there because I'd like to see the view from there back over towards the city and see what the skyline looks like. Feels like it's going to rain again. It's kind of spitting. Let's hope it holds off. Yeah, I think potentially you get a nice photo here. The only thing is, once the sun goes down, all the lights at Luna Park are illuminated, so I don't know whether that behind you as you're taking the photo would interfere with the quality of the photo, but otherwise the view is really cool. I think for me the view is more interesting than Luna Park would be, but it's worth coming over here to experience that view. It makes for some nice photos, so I'll put those photos up now. I would really appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button. I'm keen to grow the channel and that really helps YouTube promote my videos, so please do hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. I don't know if you can hear that. It's thunder, which means there might be a downpour again. I thought the last one would be the only one, so I didn't bother going back to the hotel room to grab a jacket or anything. What I'm now going to do is walk back past Luna Park, and I'm going to head to the Harbour Bridge and walk across it back to the city, and we'll keep fingers crossed that it's a dry walk. I really don't want to be walking across there when it's raining hard like it was earlier, so let's hope the rain stays away. So I guess that means we've arrived in North Sydney. So the steps are just there, so we're going to take those, that'll take us on to the Harbour Bridge, and then we'll walk across to the city. So we walked over the Harbour Bridge and brought us out on Cumbernauld Street, near to the Australian and the Glenmore hotels, both of which I've already visited. So I'm walking down this way. This is towards the bridge climb office, but around the corner is the Harbour View Hotel, and I'm going to see about getting a drink there. So this is the Harbour View Hotel, one of my favourite bars to drink in Sydney because of this view. Cheers. So I've just got back to the hotel, and that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope that you enjoyed Featherdale Wildlife Park. It was very cool to see kangaroos and koalas and be that close to them, and especially with the kangaroos feeding from my hand. That was a really cool experience. So look out for the next video, and please do like, comment and subscribe.